here, and today we are going to
OpenShot video
it free
editor.
for everyone or anyone to download it and start using it and edit whichever video they have in mind or file they would like to edit for either YouTube or Facebook or Instagram and so on. So how does it work? I'm going to walk you through the video editor application today, and if you don't know if you don't have one yet, feel free to follow the link below in the description box and you'll be able to download the video editor for free, and you will not have to sign up for or create any account. You can just download and install and start using it. Well, in the meantime, let's just get started. So now I'm going to just open up my video editor and start walking you through it, and I have it pinned to my taskbar. I'm just going to double click on it. So this is how it's going to look like once you have opened it or you double click on it to launch it. So this is the basic welcome screen, and you start viewing the screen if you have installed and launched it. And so basically it looks straightforward and simple, and I'm going to tell you what all these things are all about and what you can use them from. And on the top layer here, we have file, edit, title, view, and help. Basically, file here, you can just create a new project, open property, and here is all the recent video you have worked on. And then down below, you once you create a project, you can then save it here, right? And then you can save your project and save it as by simply doing Control Shift S, and next you can import all the video files you would like to edit. And next down below, you can choose a profile by doing Control P, and now you can import all the project or EDL. And once you're done editing your project, then you can export it, and you'll be able to export it and just use it where on whichever platform you would like to use it. And then finally, we have the quick button of options. That simply means you can, if you finish editing, you can go ahead and click on it and the application will close automatically. Next to file, we have edit, and edit is what actually stands for. It allows you to start editing and have some of the editing preferences and features, and you have the editing history, you have the redo or undo, just in case you have removed anything or deleted something by accident. You can undo your actions. And then as you have the history, and finally we have preferences. Preferences simply means what it's some of the feature you want to use, right? And you can preview, you can auto save here, and also you can come here with and choose the performance of your computer. I personally have chosen, and I have like for my hardware, it's on my CPU that I chose, right? And if your computer is not working or does not have enough memory, you can choose different options. But and we also have let me show you some here. Keyboard, and keyboard is pretty much about all the different shortcuts. You can customize them and create your own shortcut. Instead of hitting F11 for full screen, you can maybe just hit choose a different key that will bring up or expand your editing screen, and it's just simple like that. Play, pause, toggle, alternate. I have changed it to K. Right. You can also do the same, or you can choose a different keyboard or letter that your brain would remember. And once you're done, it will automatically save it. You can just go ahead and click close, and your recent actions will be saved. And then next we have tattoo, and tattoo pretty much is about test editing. So once you click on it, and you have all those different tests, the different format that you can use, and and lay them or override your video so that what your video is about, maybe in order to give much more explanations or to tell your audience or your viewer what you meant by what you just said. Or you can use it for different reason, whatever reason it is, you can use those titles. And once you're done, you can just click on save and or create, and everything will be created automatically. And as for now, since we're working through the open source video editor, let me just close it by clicking the X. And again, I'm going to go back and click on tattoo, and we have down below something called animated tattoo. Actually, it's much more about the advanced, right? I have already installed it, and later on, I'm going to show you how you guys can configure it and start using some of the advanced tattoo for your different video. Here we have blurry tattoo or test, and then we have color tattoo. And here we have gray, we have all different type of format. They are a little bit advanced compared to the regular test. And this one, and here we have space movie test. I don't know, but some of the space movies, at the end of space movies, you have all this to give credit to all the people that were involved in the video productions and so on and so on. And then you have so many different things you can use. Pretty much all these tests are a little bit advanced, and then you need some of the plugin to in order to be able to use it. All right, and for now, I'm just going to cancel. And next, we have view. View is pretty much about what it says. It's just view, and we have three different. Let me say four different kind of view. And currently, I am on view toolbar, right? And then we can go full screen, and I can go back again and click on full screen, and you see my editor will expand or shrink depending on what options I chose. Or I can also hit F11, like I said it earlier here, through my edit and keyboard somewhere here. If you remember, I showed you here keyboard, so you can see F11. When you click on F11, it's going to bring up full screen or shrink it depending on the option you chose. But I'm just bringing it back so you guys can and just see what you can understand what I said earlier. And now, since we know that already, I'm going to go back here on view, and view and we have four different kind of view options. You can choose simple view, and simple view is simply like this. This screen is simple view, and if I go back again and choose view options, and then click on the windows, and then have the options, and I can also get the advanced view. If let's go ahead and select the advanced view, you can see the advanced view brings pretty much everything I need for my video editing, and my video preview screen here got a little smaller, and that my files box here got smaller as well. Why? Because it now shared the same space um, with all the transitions and filters. And then I'm gonna go back again, and down on my right side I have all the effect, and down on my left side and I have the property. Once I select something, and then all the property for what I have selected will just come up here for me to be able to edit them. For instance, I'll just go and select this one for you guys to see. We have here a transitions, and that transitions properties we have brightness and contract and everything. So that's how it works here. And as for now, I'm just going to go back and do backspace to edit, to delete it. And I'm going to go back here and select view and go to simple view and get my much larger editing screen so I can see clearly what I am working on what I need to do next. So it gives me pretty much a lot of clarity when I have simple view, and I can always choose whatever property I want to edit well my video. And again, let's go back to view, and now we have freeze view. That what that means, it simply locks my screen. And before I hit on the freeze view, I'm going to show you something that is really interesting about the open source video editor. As you can see here, we have that kind of hamburger X here. That simply means that you can grab it and move it wherever you want, and it's not locked. And you can move it from left to right, and just you can move it wherever you want, and put it back again. You see here, I'm just moving things and also closing them. I can close this and close this and close them and close everything I want. And that's why with simple view I can and then after closing all of that, if I want to get my if I want to get the normal view again, I can come back on view and select a simple view, and everything will come back together. So that being said, let me show you what the free screen is really, or freeze view is really about all about. Usually, like I just said here, you can delete or move screen wherever you will, but with freeze view, sometimes when you what editing video, you don't really want, or you make a mistake by bringing some of the effects and then moving them, and all your screen gets messed up, and you don't want that to happen. If you're not really sure about it, or if you're working on multiple files and you don't really want to lose focus, you can just come back here and up there and select view, and select and click view window, and come down here and choose the third options of free screen, and nothing will be moved. You can still expand it, but you won't be able to close it. You can see all the X are now gone, preventing me from closing or accidentally closing my screen. Now let's go back and unfreeze the screen. So when you're done, you can just unfreeze your view and everything will come back again. You can see here, I still have it back. I can close it and close all my stuff. And once you're done with that and you want your normal view again, you can go back and say and select the simple view. And last but not least, and we have the effect and emojis and everything and so on and so on. Pretty much all those are also somewhere here. And for now, let's go back to help. While using the OpenShot video editor, if you come across some sort of issues and you don't know how to do it, you can come and select the help and then scroll down and choose the second option, which is tutorials, and there you'll be able to just go online and watch all the different tutorial on how you can use the open source video editor and find solutions or answer to the questions you had in mind. You can also report a bug if the applications kept crashing on you or is not responding properly as it should. Or you can ask questions here, and you can also translate this application. You can then donate if you're really happy about the applications and you're so excited or you're so thankful for the developers. You can then do a donation here, and then finally you can click on the about to learn more, or to learn more about the video editor. And once you're done, you can, well, just close it like I just did. And now you know everything, I would say almost everything about the open shot video editor. And here, once you drag and drop your of the editing files. You can, like I said if earlier, you can just import your file, or you can drop and you can just grab it and drop them in there, and everything will be saved automatically. And here, project file is all simply about the project file you are working on. And then the transitions are about the transitions, and effects are about the effect, and the emojis is about the emojis. And this line here is the timeline. And the timeline, as you can see, it has handles on both hands. Here, usually you can grab it and shrink it to have um, once you shrink it, it's actually zoomed in for you to see much closely, or to have a much short transitions between one video file to the other video file, so that your video will have a smooth transitions and not a big gap. And once you're done here, it that magnet, snappy magnet, and it usually snap both clips together, so that there's no gap between, or no uh, let's say waste of a second in between video, and your video will be played smoothly without any blinks. And now next is add marker. You can add marker, and then okay, here is about the preview key point, and then the next key point, and here is just center line. And finally, we have all different tracks. Once you open your OpenShot video editor, it usually comes with 5 different tracks. I personally like using the number 5 here as my pictures track, and then the number 4 is my first video layer, and then third is my second video layer, and then number 2 usually is my audio clips, and then number 1 could be another audio clip. But as you know, and it all depends on how many files you have and what you want your video to look like in the end. And here you can just do a right click and add a track above or below. And also you can rename, you can usually, like I said here, on my track number 5 is usually used for pictures. So I'm just going to do um, to name in pictures, and then click OK, and you can see from number 5 it changed into pictures. And then here I can also do the same by selecting it, and then right click and to bring up this pop up with all the different options. And then once you're done, click OK, and everything will be saved automatically. Alright, so that's all about the OpenShot video editor. I really hope you liked it and you will start using it and editing videos. And if you ever have any questions about the video editor, feel free to drop your comments down below, or just ask questions in the comment box, and I'll be happy to get back to you. In the meantime, stay blessed and strong and safe, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.